Okay, is it done? Okay, cool.
Yes,
Hey,
hello,
y'all.
everybody.
Hello.
And we're finally here.
We are. We have had this set for a while, and we're so excited that we finally get to share it with y'all with our first episode of Midday Extra.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're here. We're
Just
finally here.
ran off the noon set, ran over here.
Welcome.
And here we are. CD2.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
race. He beat me. Darn it.
didn't have
Just
as many
by
things
like
to
a
record.
minute,
Yeah.
maybe.
I mean, we're so
It's
excited
close.
about this, though, because we haven't had an opportunity to just kind of sit and chat and sit and talk. We're always just doing, hard news and
Absolutely.
not totally hard news. We are, adopting out dogs every once in a while over there, but to get here and just kind of chat and talk.
Well, and that's been the thing that I've seen a lot of the time is there's all these podcasts now. And so now we're hopping on the trend and we kind of have our
are.
own.
We are.
Yeah, we should, I guess, introduce ourselves for
Oh, yeah.
those of you that might be tuning in for the first time. So I'm Julie, and I have been here at Channel 10 for almost 25 years. Oh, so long. I'm like, Alyssa, what year were you? Like when Alyssa and I first decided we were going to be doing this as a co-host situation here, I was like, this will be kind of interesting because we're from different generations. But we have a lot of things in common.
We do. We can yap, so stay tuned. we
The
love
yapping
talking.
thing is the thing that we really have in common. So anyways, that's kind of my background here. And you've been here since...
Oh gosh, so I've
What
been
year?
here. I just finished my second year. So
Okay.
I've been at KWTX for 2 years total. But Waco, born and raised, love it here. Moved back a couple years
Yes.
ago, and I'm loving building my life here with my husband. We just bought a house, all those things. So yeah, just
I love it.
slowly adding on to the things. Got a house, got a new show that's airing today. So I,
I know.
mean,
Okay, I got to be honest. When they first came to me and said, we need you to do some sort of podcasting or streaming. And if you had a co-host, who would you want it to be? And I said you. I was like, I just,
That's
everyone's
so
like, I've
sweet.
been here 25 years. And like every once in a while, someone comes along and you can like spot the talent. You're like, oh, okay, that one right there. I like her. So I spotted you from the
That
jump.
means
I was
so
like,
much.
yeah. So anyways, I think this is going to be a fun adventure. And I'm glad that we bring different things to the table too.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
you know who else brings different things to the table? CD. We know nothing
was
about
that
weather.
Is it me? I don't
It's
know.
you.
We're gonna fill. Have you seen that video, real quick?
Which one?
Of it's people in a newsroom or on the set, and they're like, we're like 5 minutes under. We're gonna have to fill it somehow, and then it turns to the meteorologist and it says the somehow.
The somehow. We've all used
I am
the
the
somehow many, many times.
Anytime you're over, or you're under, or you need time eaten up, you go to weather.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do. And
Something
you're
bad
also-
happens, go to weather.
I think this is neat because this is a little bit on the unusual side. I mean, at times in our newsroom, we have people from like every state and different continents. We truly do. But you're also born and
I'm-
raised
yes,
right here in
also
Central
born
Texas.
and raised in Waco. Most of that was spent in China Springs, so if not all of that, I think there was only probably 4 years of my life that I don't even remember that I lived in the actual Waco area. But yeah, so born and raised around here, and also similar to Alyssa, been here for 2 years. You probably started maybe a month after I did.
I have
think,
no clue.
If that. we started pretty close to each other, but. Yeah, so 2 years going on 3, and morning meteorologist. That's my gig right now.
Yeah, congrats
So,
on that. That's a
thank
newer
you.
gig for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started that about, it's probably 2 months ago now because we're.
How's it going?
Sleep schedule's a thing.
It's
Oh,
it's
it's
rough.
tough.
We've all done. If you've done
But-
morning, yeah, you do the
Oh,
morning
yeah.
shift.
Oh yeah.
I've
Yeah.
done it before. I don't know that you ever really get used to it.
No,
I'll
you
be
don't.
honest, because
You
like
don't.
then the weekends
Oh,
roll
never.
around and everybody else's life is going on like normal, and you kind of want to hang out with your friends, but
And
Yeah, I was-
typical
you're
weekends
tired.
are normal. Like you can kind of keep the sleep schedule sort of, but especially with a weekend like this past one.
yeah, no.
No way.
I was gonna
So
say,
you
when
two are
there's-
probably
when
dragging.
There's so many things that are just going on. Like I want to hang out with my friends, but I'm also dead tired. And like
Yeah.
you got to find the happy medium. So it's like, okay, well, do I go hang out with my friends and be a zombie, or like?
Or you
what
go
do I
hang
do?
out with your friends, and the other people in the group chat get crazy videos at like
This is true.
midnight, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
not
wake
these
up in the
people from
morning to all these
experience.
pictures. I'm like,
Stop
whoa,
it. Yeah.
what's going on? That was literally CD this weekend.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was. That
We had
was
fun.
this
A
weekend.
fun holiday weekend.
was
What
a good
did you do this weekend?
Hung out with some friends, obviously, some of which may or may not be in this room.
I'm like looking around. Okay.
And we went out to BJ's for dinner on Friday night. Hit up Melody Ranch, which is a local like.
Oh yeah.
I've
bar
never
right close
been.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been around forever. Listen, it's been around honestly probably since before you were born. I'm not joking.
Yeah, I want to say it's been a while. Yeah, it's been here for a
never
little while.
Been a while.
But yeah, did that, and then on Saturday, July 4th itself, I think I hung around the pool with my family for a little bit, and other than that, I mean, after Friday, it was kind of just chilling out, hanging out with fam. So, yeah, and actually, well, I say that I worked on Saturday.
Throw in a little, 8-hour shift. It's fine.
Yeah.
Alyssa, what about you?
Oh gosh, so we went over to, well, first I had to stop at the good old HEB. This might be a product placement something, but we had Chef Randy.
I know which HEB you go to, by the way. Wooded Acres, right?
Oh yeah, most of the time, yeah. This time I did not because they were out of what I wanted. So we had Chef Randy on the show on Friday, and I was anchoring with Keisha, and he had this delicious banana pudding pie. So I was searching all around for this banana pudding pie. Wooded Acres didn't have it.
Oh.
So I had to go to the Woodway one.
Oh, okay. I
I
like the Woodway one.
It's a
That's where I go.
madhouse.
Yeah, you just got to know your way around, Alyssa.
Oh,
you gotta know. I get
pick
it
up.
though. You get used to one, like the way the grocery store is in one place, and then you just go there.
You're like, I know where everything is.
Exactly.
This is what I want.
I
So
get
I
it.
went and I picked up my banana pudding cake thing. It was delicious. I don't know what it was. But we went over to my friend's house, had a little potluck. I got to meet one of my best friend's babies for the first time.
So sweet.
Oh, it was crazy because you know these people your entire life, and it's like the 6th grade girl that I knew now has a child.
Oh yeah.
That's wild. Like
That
you're a
is
mom.
crazy. Yeah, you're in that stage where it's going to be happening. You 26?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's going to be happening now for like the next 10, 15 years. You're going to have friends that are like, oh, they're
when
having
it's
babies.
like, okay, I'm going to a baby shower this weekend, but then I'm going to a wedding that weekend, and then I'm, just running around, and I'm going to see my sister run a marathon that following weekend, and it's
You're
just
in a fun stage.
It's an interesting one, definitely.
Lots of different things going on.
Julie, you kind of you went crazy for the 4th of July.
Oh, we had so much fun. So, I'll show you. I think we have a few pictures. My family went to, it's called Big Cedar Lodge.
Do you want to play the video?
Well, I'll show you the video in just a second. Let me tell you. So Big Cedar Lodge is owned by Johnny Morris, who is the founder of Bass Pro Shop. And it's in the Ozark Mountains, and it's very family oriented. They label themselves as the most patriotic resort in America, which I believe. It's right on Table Rock Lake. So we took boats out a couple of times this was with my mom and my dad. I've got a brother that lives, I only have one sibling, brother that lives in Florida with his wife and 3 sons. And then me, Sam, my husband, and our 3 kids. So we all go out on the same boat. My dad, I'm about to show you a video that will blow your mind if you haven't seen it on my social media channels. My dad is 72 years old. In the last 10 months alone, he's had 2 major surgeries and other ones that kind of were about those surgeries, like cleaning up some other things. And I mean, just crazy amounts of health problems over the last year. But every year that we've gone, my dad has done backflips off of the boat. And all the grandkids are like, his grandpa name is Paul. So they're like, Paul, you got to do it again. I'm like, he just got out of the hospital. Like, I went to Dallas and helped care for him, spending the night in the hospital. Like, this is not a good idea. No, of course, my dad's like, oh, yeah, I can still do that. So we have a video, I think, of just my dad performing by himself, but then all of the guys in my family. So we lined up my 72-year-old dad, my 47-year-old brother, then my 15-year-old nephew, my 13-year-old son, my 12-year-old nephew, and then the last one was supposed to be my 5-year-old nephew, and he was going to front flip, but he kind of went out of order because we were like paying attention to everybody else, and he just flipped. So you can see toward the end that one of my nephews was like, I can't do a backflip because I'm about to land right on top of my 5-year-old brother. So got a little bit off kilter at the end, but it's still a pretty good video.
Okay, let's take a look. Explain to us what we're seeing here,
There's
Julie.
my dad. 72 is already over the edge. There's my 47-year-old brother. There's my nephew. There's my son, John. See, my other nephew went early, so he's like kind of halfway flipping, and he did still land on him. And there's my dad again doing another flip.
Wow.
72. Like, I don't think you can appreciate the age until, I don't know. It's like I'm in my mid-40s now. I'm 45. So... Oh yeah, there's my whole
some family pictures
as
well.
My family. Those are my kids, and all my. I only have nephews on both sides of the family. Actually, I have 3 nephews on one side, 3 nephews on the other.
Oh, so your girls, I'm sure, get a lot of attention.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes, and they're way more expensive. Just FYI.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and this was with my girls at the celebration. Big Cedar Lodge was amazing. It was it's just a great, fun family place, and like I said, since it's deemed like the most patriotic place in America, it was a really fun place to celebrate the 4th.
So here's my question, Julie. When are you doing a backflip?
Okay, truthfully, I actually can do backflips.
Prove it.
Yeah,
Come on.
I know. That was someone else asked that. Like, where are you? Where's Sam? Sam claims that he could do backflips I've never seen it. I mean, we've been married almost 20 years. I've never seen him do a backflip. Sam, if you can do one, I've never seen it. I can still do a backflip, but I haven't tried in a few years. I don't know. The older I get, the more I'm like, oh, I'd rather walk instead of run because I don't want to hurt my knees and my back. And then the backflip thing, just like, I don't really want to hit my head on the boat. I don't know. But
you're
then I got
moving with caution a little.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stay healthy. But then I got, my whole family.
This video is really, really cool.
It actually is. And this is one take, by the way. We like, with my dad being that age, we weren't like, okay, let's do this multiple times. Like, guys, line up and we'll get one take on this one.
Okay, CD, can you do a backflip like that?
I wish I could. I have tried and failed. So.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Alyssa, I feel like you can flip.
No.
Really?
Oh, no. My legs are way too long.
Really? Front
I
flip?
can't even touch my toes.
Front flip?
I can't do any of it.
Alyssa, come on.
I can when they do the fire safety and you're supposed to stop, drop, and roll.
That
I
is
can
not a
roll.
trick.
I can roll like that.
That is not
like
a trick.
sideways, but I can't. Oh gosh, I don't. Yeah, no. Flipping is not my thing.
Okay, we're gonna work on that on this show. We're gonna get like some
know
gymnasts
if
in
we
here because
have-
I know you can do it.
I don't know if there's room enough.
Are you scared also? Like, is that hesitation like you don't want to get hurt?
I don't.
Because I get that. I've got that.
I think that I don't care necessarily as much about that. It's just I hate being bad at things. And I hate failing. So most of the time I'm like, I'm not playing this board game with you because I know that I'll lose and I'm a sore loser. And I just don't like to be put in those situations.
Okay, we're going to put you in one.
No.
On the show, Alyssa's going to do a back handspring, probably a back tuck. But seriously,
Lordy
I know you could do it. Even as a kid, you never tried?
Oh, no. Flips
CD?
was not my
I mean, I've
frequent
tried, but
place.
I've never been able to master it. So,
Did y'all have trampolines growing up?
yeah, I did.
Yeah. My friends had some, and so I like just jumping and seeing how far I could
Oh
go.
my God.
But I never flipped.
So you just jump straight up and down with it? Oh my
Or you do like
gosh.
the breaking the egg. I was always the egg.
breaking- yeah,
Okay,
the
I
egg,
played that game.
That was a fun
classic.
game.
Yeah.
But trampolines are for like just kind of pushing
Jumping.
the envelope and
Jumping.
seeing,
Or I was
Okay.
like I was like a daredevil in the way of like I'll climb up on the roof of the house and jump off into the trampoline.
Okay.
Or
I wouldn't do that. So
You wouldn't?
No.
Oh, so fun.
no. So there we
So
go.
much fun.
There's
or
where
like
we're
when you're
different.
swinging and you get as high as you can and then you jump off
Yeah, I didn't do that either.
and land. Yeah.
Well, you're really lucky that you don't have any broken bones.
I've never broken one.
Oh, me neither.
I have broken one bone in my entire life. It's my left pinky.
Oh,
How'd
that's
you do
like
that?
the
I
worst
can't
one.
bend it all the way back anymore either.
What'd you do?
I was probably like
Pinky
6th
swore
grade.
too hard.
Yeah.
Doesn't even know what that is. Probably.
But it was probably like middle school, 6th grade. I was at a soccer game for my brother. My dad and I were throwing this football around, but this football was like overinflated and ginormous, like way bigger than it should have been. And so he threw it and like he threw it really hard, and I tried to catch it with one hand, and it like just grazed my pinky and bent it backwards. And it snapped.
Wow.
Like
that's-
you heard it snap.
Yeah, it hurt.
Was that the end of your football career?
Yeah.
Yeah. Called it after that.
Actually, no, it probably wasn't, because I did play middle school football.
There you go.
And if you ever get the chance to look at middle school photos of me, I look super skinny and these giant pads.
That's how a lot of middle school football looks. I've got a son in middle school football right now. Some of the guys are like grown men and others are still little babies.
It just
so-
depends when they hit that growth spurt. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like
Yeah.
overnight, basically.
Yeah, we're still waiting. My son has not hit that growth spurt yet, and he's going into 8th grade.
Well, how tall is your husband?
6'5".
So I think
Yeah,
he'll
I'm
get
tall,
there.
as y'all know.
I think he'll get there.
You know, maybe one of the only other. I was like, for years and years, I've been the only female that like hadn't had to use a box in the studio.
Gosh, it's so nice to not use a box.
I know. I was like, that is. Oh, you do?
Oh no.
No, I was like, no,
way.
you don't either. Okay,
But
I was
I'm
like, all
I'm
right,
in
good.
studio with like Olivia.
Yeah, I don't know why our
She's itty bitty.
Yeah,
she's tiny.
I don't know if it's just in general women or because what is the average height of a woman? Probably like 5'5".
5'5", 5'4", maybe.
Do I know?
I don't know.
5'4"?
5'4". Okay,
Ooh,
so
yeah, I'm 5'8". So
yeah, I'm every bit of 5'8",
yeah.
5'9".
I'm like 5'8" in a something.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm
most
like
of
5'8's better. It means I'm shorter than
Females I've ever worked with here.
They're all teeny.
Yeah.
Like I can go behind Olivia and put my head on top of her head. So we look like this weird little like totem pole.
She's so sweet.
She is the sweetest. She's also the shortest.
Yeah. I think she's average though. I think it's just that we're tall.
You just think I'm so funny.
That was
It's great.
that was a good roast.
you.
I think it's just that that they're average and we're just tall. That's what I think.
I'm always like, yeah, I'm tall for a girl.
Yeah, I think we're just tall.
Yeah. But then the short girls always want to go for like the taller guys. And I'm like, no. You need to leave those for the taller girls.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah, when I
leave
started
them.
dating Sam, I was like, this is so great because I can wear heels and not have to worry about it. about, oh my gosh, I've got a daughter that's really tall. She's probably an inch taller than I am already. And she's going to be a sophomore in high school. And she's already like talking about that she can't really wear the shoes she wants to because she's taller than all the boys. I'm like, one day you'll be glad that you're tall.
Or just fully embrace it. That's what I've had to do in several relationships. It's just like, you know what?
You've been taller than some?
I want to wear the heels. I don't care if that makes you feel insecure. I want to wear the heels, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to look great, and you're going to be happy that your girlfriend looks great.
Well, think about like Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban, like when they're obviously not together now, but when they were together, she would just rock the huge heels, and he would be like a good 4 inches shorter than she was.
I'm like, it's nice.
I
Just
like
wear
the
confidence.
confidence.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like
exactly. And the guy should be confident enough to just be like, you know what? She looks great.
Agreed.
CD just nods.
I agree.
Good job, CD. Good
This
job.
is a factual statement.
One thing that we have been covering for a while over the weekend, and then we're going to continue putting out content today. We had a group that went down to Kerrville and did some coverage there. So I just kind of really quickly before we had to break wanted to say that if you wanted any of that information, there's some great stories, not only about what happened, but also about the people that are surviving and the resiliency around that. There is links to that all over our website. We have a lot of coverage. I know that Lauren's going to put something together for today. It was Lauren, Olivia, and Blake who went to Kerrville, and then Brad and Jessica went to San Saba. So a lot of coverage there, all on our website. Just wanted to tease to that real quick because that's something a lot of people have been talking about.
Yeah, and it's just so hard to believe it's been a year. I was actually at Big Cedar Lodge last 4th of July when I first got a text message from a friend of mine that had a niece there. And then, as you know, I had some relatives that had twins that were at camp that day. One was at Mystic and the other was at a neighboring boys camp. And they came in and did an interview just a couple of days after. And that was really the first account that people around the world, many of them, had ever heard. And of course, they sat down with me because I'm related to them, so they felt
heartbreaking.
Yeah, they felt comfortable sharing it. And I don't think I realized how many people would be interested in that moment because there was so much news coming in and there were still recovery efforts going on. And but I looked back at that interview recently, and it, almost 1 million people from around the world have it's on YouTube have watched it. And many people have asked how the twins are doing, and they didn't really want to talk like a year later just because they've been through a lot. They did decide not to go back to camp this year, and that's understandable, I think, whatever anybody decided to do.
Absolutely.
But they're doing well at school and enjoying their summer right now. I'm sure the anniversary, I've not spoken with them over the weekend about how that anniversary was for them. But, I think all of us, at least I woke up on the 4th of July, and as a very proud American, I was excited to celebrate the 4th. And then one of the first things that came on my feed was a video of the 27 victims, the little girls, the whole Bubble Inn cabin that was swept away, and the counselors. And I just had this like torn feeling sitting on the back porch in Missouri of like wanting to be excited about celebrating my country and heartbroken for these families that were waking up that morning with such a dreaded anniversary. Just having to think back of, I'm sure you saw the videos of like, this was the last time, I dropped my kid off on this day, and this was the last time I saw her. And I watched those leading up to, and those are really tough. And not that you can't feel the same when you don't have a kid, but I think when you become a parent, and like I've dropped my own kids off at summer camp, I've worked as a youth counselor, like I don't know, just the feeling of like, you can't imagine that ever happening to you, and neither could those parents. So yeah, our thoughts and prayers are with everybody that was associated with that, and it's going to take years, a lifetime for those families. Probably won't ever recover. They'll never fully recover. There'll be a part of them that's just always different. But I was appreciative that we spent the time to send crews down there because outside of Texas, a lot of people, I think, just went along with the 4th of July and never even thought like, oh, this is a very tragic day for a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely. And it wasn't just, the people down in Kerr County. It was well beyond that. How many people and how many places sent their kids to camp in the Hill Country and were impacted? Because it's not just Camp Mystic that had to be evacuated. A bunch of those camps did. So it's very interesting how far reaching this is. I mean, you just talking about how far the video went, that shows how many people were interested. And so I'm hoping the coverage that we do does go further, because I think a lot of these stories are things that haven't been shared. And so it's very interesting to kind of see kind of what is being picked up a year later.
Yeah, and the last thing those families ever want is for them to feel like their children are forgotten. I sit on a board called Archway of Hope, and we help families that have lost, namely children. And the one reoccurring theme that I hear from two of the people that are on our board have both lost children is like, when you run into them, you don't know what to say. It's like, say their name. Like, say their name. I think about them. I'm going to specifically mention Rhett Herring. His parents, Jimmy and Lauren, are very good friends of mine. He was the longtime mayor of McGregor. He's an attorney here in Waco. And he lost his 15-year-old son at the time in his driveway in a UTV accident. And he was like, do you not think I think about him every day of my life? Like, so you seeing me and not saying it is, I think about him anyway. So just say his name. Tell me that whatever it is you want to share about him or what made you think about him today. And that kind of gave me a new perspective, because I feel like it's one of those things that you just kind of want to avoid talking about because you don't know what to say, or you're afraid you'll say the wrong thing. And certainly I think there are those circumstances where you got to be careful about what you say. But I think most of those families, if not all from Camp Mystic, just want to make sure that their children's names are not forgotten, that we still talk about them, that whatever happened, that there's some sort of change that happens so that other families don't have to experience the same sadness, which is why it's important for media members to continue to go down there and to continue to share their stories.
Absolutely. And then later on the show, we'll tell you about what member of our team is doing a story kind of about that for our later newscast. So you definitely want to stick around there. I haven't been outside since like 6 o'clock this morning, so I don't even know what it feels like.
Hot.
Yeah, yeah,
Hot.
Yeah, hot. That's a pretty safe guess this time of year around these parts.
It's Monday. Is it muggy?
I wouldn't say really
Okay.
muggy. The one that I came up with earlier today that I didn't get to use because I just didn't say it. But maybe Monday. And the reason I say maybe is because there's rain chances. So maybe it'll rain. Maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe Monday?
Maybe Monday.
That sounds like a meteorologist term.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, looking at the 10-day forecast earlier this morning, we had like 400 days on there, and now we only have one.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, in all 4 of those 100-degree days that we had on there last week, we didn't reach 100 on either of those. So we got close, but it wasn't like, it was a matter of like 1 or 2 degrees.
Did we even hit 100 this weekend?
No, we got really close. The 4th was 99. Same for yesterday. We hit 99 both days this weekend. So, still searching for that elusive 100-degree day that I know everybody's looking forward to.
I'm not searching for it.
I'm not either. Let us know.
It's like playing hide and seek with your friends or your kids. I know that my parents definitely did this.
Wait,
to
first
me.
of all, if you're still playing hide and seek with your friends, listen, we need all.
Well, when we were younger,
Okay,
but when you're just over the game and you're like, I'm done, I don't want to play anymore. Go hide, and you just go watch TV or something. I definitely think that my parents did that to me several times.
Yeah, and this is the competitive one that was like, I told you to go
and
hide.
I was like, I'm hiding, and I'm not moving until somebody gets me. Like, I spent a lot of time and effort hiding. I'm not searching for this 100-degree day.
Yeah.
I'm letting it
I like
stay
it,
hidden.
Alyssa.
There you go. It's a smart way to do it. But, we definitely have some light rain chances today. I think most of us stay away from it. So if you're in, like, Waco, Temple, Killeen, wouldn't really count on it. But if you're out toward, like, I don't know, Goldthwaite, San Saba out there's kind of some scattered stuff that's already going out there today. So nothing severe or anything like that. We did have, interestingly enough, the National Weather Service yesterday put out a severe thunderstorm watch for parts of our area. And it took me personally by surprise because I was like, I looked at it the day before and it didn't look like anything was going to happen, which now that we saw what happened yesterday, obviously nothing happened. We didn't talk about any crazy storms or anything like that. But there were some that were out like west of here yesterday. And they tried to make their way into the area, but they just kind of fizzled out before they got here. But it was that system that kind of kicked off some extra little boundaries and stuff like that is going to kick up some isolated stuff later today. So that's the one kind of thing to watch for outside of the fact that it's just hot.
On this maybe Monday.
Maybe Monday. Definitely want to download our First Alert Weather app. Definitely want to download that so you can check on the Maybe Monday rain chances.
Check the Maybe Monday forecast. Maybe.
Will it? Maybe. Won't it? We don't know. You're going to have to download the app and check.
Chances now, we just have maybe.
No percentages.
Maybe. Perhaps.
Yes. Possibly. We're going to come up with a whole dictionary of words that we can use, I'm sure.
Yeah. They've already got him.
Oh,
they can pull him out of their back pocket. Trust.
Yeah. I may or may not have a chat GPT thing helping me out with different alliterations.
Yeah. What else can you say? Especially when you get to August. It's like, it's hot, no rain, hot.
Oh, yeah. We've tried. We've tried to figure out some other words, and I'm done. Like, I don't have any others. Like, needs to get
Eventually
cool
you
or
just run
something.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start giving commands.
Okay, awesome. So we are going to head to break for just a little bit, and then when we come back, Christy Donaldson's going to be joining us. We'll tell you
I'm
all
Christy.
about her and kind of what she has going on in just a second.
KWTX. You'll see the thumbnail appear, select it, then click on the Install button. Once it's installed, select the Play button to start the app. Whether you watch us live or watch us later, stream KWTX anytime.
KWTX News 10 is your local news leader.
But what does that even mean?
It means when breaking news happens, you'll be the
Hey.
We're just trying to watch my dad do one more flip.
We can if you want.
Oh, Christy saw it. She was in studio. It was pretty impressive for a 72-year-old.
Amazing.
Right?
Especially the fact that he had surgeries.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like those are grandpa goals.
Yeah.
Or even just 40-year-old goals.
Like, let's just keep living, right?
Let's
I
do
don't think
it.
that I could do it,
Playfulness is
honestly.
important.
Yeah, my dad can help you.
Yeah, I might need to get some lessons.
From a grandpa.
Okay, Christy,
I
hey.
know,
How are you?
yay.
Thanks for having me.
Oh,
So,
I know I said
absolutely.
when she walked in, I was like, I'm having kind of like the post July 4th, like
right?
you feel so patriotic and you're all in red, white, and blue and there's glitter everywhere and then
Yeah.
it's Monday.
Yeah.
And especially if red's one of your colors.
Like,
I mean,
you just
by
wear
all
it.
means.
Just wear
Have you
it.
ever had your colors red?
I have, and red's not mine.
Oh.
What's
well,
yours? Well, thank you. It looks really good on you. Is that your color?
Red is one of mine. It's the orange red, though, not the blue red.
Oh.
Mine is like,
Yeah.
we used to have
Interesting.
people.
So, like, I can't wear this color.
That's
The
my
maroon.
color. That's
Yeah,
funny.
love it.
Mine is like browns,
I'm a spring.
maroons.
Are you in a fall?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
know
you know what? They're
nothing.
actually they're right.
Yeah.
Like the first time I got it red, have you never done it, Alyssa?
No.
They used to do it here at the station. This
what's
was
your
like back in the day when there was
I wanna
all
know my
sorts of
magic
consultants
stuff.
coming in all the time. and they would like put the cloths around your neck.
I've
and,
seen the videos. It looks so fun.
I forgot what it's called. Color matching.
Color match.
Something like that.
Oh,
Whatever
it's
making
called.
us look good. I don't know.
yes.
As I say that, now wear red. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
July
Gonna
4th
come
weekend.
to me at the weirdest moment.
Well, I like that it's your
House of
color.
color.
Is
Right,
that-
that's
okay.
one. I mean, there's different ones.
Oh,
but I
that's
know-
what you used. Okay, gotcha.
I think there's
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we should
use,
have
like,
them on the
consultants
show
that
and
came
like,
in. Yeah,
come
we
on,
should.
tell us how we do this.
I feel like every color's your color.
Oh,
You're so
y'all-
sweet.
that is
Yeah.
such a
You're
good
so
idea.
sweet.
True, right?
I
What's she
will
gonna wear that's like
I will
not?
Christy's
all
coming
the
back.
names. Oh, yes.
Okay, well, we're glad. So Christy's going to be a regular guest here on this podcast. And we thought today would just be a good opportunity to tell people about you. I know a lot of people in the Central Texas area know you and know you for your work, but maybe tell people what it is that you do.
Well, I own Premier Neurofeedback and Counseling Services in Waco. Been around, I think, over 15 years now, and we see all ages and stages of life for counseling needs and just life changes and transitions and stress and hard things, and even with kids, some of the behavioral issues that they experience. So anxiety, depression, your normal run-of-the-mill type things, but then other things that are more maybe intensive at times. So,
Okay, so you're going to be on every first Monday of the month. And you kind of visit with us about once a month as well. You come up here and you help us with some things. One thing that you have done that I think is super interesting, and we've talked about this a little bit, is the Enneagram stuff. That's something that you are like certified in and can teach on, right? Like
Yes.
how do you go about using that in a workplace and then also using that to help people know themselves better almost?
that's a great question. I think that some of the interests that I've had over the years have come from situations where I was able to learn something and I was like, I have to know all the things about this because this is the first time that something has held that much like anchoring space for me. And it was one of those times for me. I was able to hear somebody that did a lot of Enneagram work here in Waco, and he was so great. And I got to talk to him and learn about myself more. And when I found out and figured out my typology, I was just mind blown, and I thought I have to know that, and I need others to know this because it helps me to know how you operate, so therefore I can also control how I operate, and it's not like an allowance of, well, I'm a 8, so that's how I'm going to be, or I'm a 3 and that's how I'm going to be. It's more of, okay, these are the areas of strength I have, these are the areas that I need to be aware of when they creep in during stressful situations or I'm in disintegration, and then the times whenever I'm at my very best, why I'm operating like this, and then also recognizing the other people around you, because I think the more we know about the people around us, the easier it is to communicate with them and to meet them where they are and them also in return.
Did it make sense to you, like when you got your number, you're like, okay, that's definitely how I am? Or do you question like, I'm not sure if that's me? Or no, it was
so
like spot on.
embarrassed to raise my hand when he asked for all the 3s in the room. I was like, oh no.
What's wrong with being a 3? I don't know what a 3 is.
Because there's all.
Do you know what
different
you
factors.
are?
Yeah, no, well, I think we talked about it the other day, but no, I don't.
Yeah,
I guess
the
we'll have to
3 is the achiever. There's so much more to this, right? But simplified is the achiever, and they tend to want to like show up and show out and achieve all the things, and it kind of comes with a little bit of a feeling of narcissism, in my opinion, and that is never what I would want to be, known as. But as I got to know about each of the typologies more, I knew that's not the case. It just felt that way when I first.
No, not at all.
Because I only knew a little bit of the information, right? But what it is that I feel a need to represent well. So whatever that thing is, I'm going to always want to be at my top game on it, which keeps me striving for more and more and more. But also it can be exhausting because sometimes I forget that being good enough is also okay. I don't have to be the best at every single thing.
Now we need to do ours. Do you know are you a 3 too?
No, I'm a 7.
Oh.
That's the freedom adventurer seeker
Yeah.
person.
Okay. I'm not that either. So I don't know. I feel like what you're saying, I can see that. because I have the hard time with the like accepting that if you don't do the best or you don't, that it's enough, that it's good enough. You know, even in my older ages, I feel like, okay, eventually I'll chill.
Do you ever find yourself like a chameleon in a space where you just become whatever you have to achieve the thing?
That's this job.
Yeah. I mean, yes and no. I think so. Yes and no.
That's definitely a quality that you might see in the 3. But I mean, there's much, much more. But
okay, now I kind of want to know mine.
Yeah.
It's really
I wanna
helpful.
know myself.
Yeah, it's really helpful in the workplace.
Yeah.
You know, because we do have such a close knit team on the mornings, and we work very closely and rely on each other a lot. And so having that stress and then having to trust through the stress is kind of hard sometimes. And so knowing how this person communicates, how this person kind of is when they're in stress, is when they're good, like it's very telling, and I think it makes our team stronger every time that we kind of talk about it.
I have a question. Can you be a different number in different scenarios? Because we're kind of in a similar stage of life where like we are still very serious about our career, but we have children also. I don't know. That's where I kind of get where my personalities get, because I want to be the best at all places. I can't accept that I can't be, you know, I can't be the best at work and then go home and be the best. Like something's got to give one way or the other for me to make it work. So I'm curious, like if your numbers can change based on the situation.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes it so unique for personality typologies, is the fact that it gives more understanding of disintegration and integration. And that's whenever you are working in your best, your optimal, your like most healthiest state of mental health and well-being, right? Versus when you're at your lowest points of stress or exhaustion, fatigue. You know, we've talked about all kinds of things from you know, work burnout and compassion fatigue to, you know, what we look at our best and how to manage that stress as well. So I think that you definitely can look different. You can also pull from the wings of the typologies. So like if you're a 3, you can pull from the numbers that are next door to you. So like
we need to learn more about this.
Yeah,
I think it's so
we didn't even like have this plan today. We were just like, we're just gonna kind of get to know everybody.
You surprised me with that, but
and
I can talk Enneagram.
I know, but it's very interesting.
Yes. I just was thinking, I was like, there's so many things that you know, so many, like, you know, if you go to see a normal therapist, counselor, any of those things, will they have these Enneagram packets to pull out and be like, okay, so what personality trait are you? Let's get to know who you are on this level and understand kind of how you are. And I just think it's a really cool tool that you have in your arsenal that you can pull out.
Well, thanks.
Another thing that I think is very interesting about Christy, which I just found out over the last couple of weeks, is that you're certified in a lot of different things. But one thing is sports therapy or sports psychology.
Yes.
I don't know how you.
It's certification in sports psychology.
Yeah,
so
and
my
I love
PhD is in
that.
psychology with a special interest in forensics.
All the hats.
But
Just take them
then,
off.
Yeah, just take them off and put another one on.
you know, I was raised up an athlete by, you know, a person that was heavily vested in the world of athletics and then played on, you know, a volleyball team in college. And our daughter played softball in college, and my husband played football in college. And it's just something that I've always been intrigued by. And we constantly are on the field or on the court somewhere, you know, with all of our kids. And so the second set of kids, I call them my first litter and my second litter, you know, because there's 14 years in between them.
It's just so crazy.
And the baby, who is now 15, she plays a ton of different sports and stuff. And Maya, the 16-year-old, helps to manage, you know, does manager positions now after having her knees all redone, you know, surgery and stuff like that, and getting them repaired. So anyway, she's not going to be able to play anymore, but she can share her love for teamwork and being a part of a system.
I love that.
By helping.
I love it. I've got a daughter is currently injured with a really serious back injury, and she's 15, and she just had to sit on the bench and keep books for her favorite sport of basketball. And I was so proud of her. Like, you know, you get that sense of, I had more pride for her that season, which was just this last season, watching her go from, you know, having this only starting freshman on varsity to getting like a season-ending injury that could be career ending. We really don't know. But, when you see your kid have to go through adversity at a young age, and you did too, and then to say, okay, I'm still going to be there for the team. I still want to be a part of athletics. I'll keep the books, or I'll travel with the team and, not be able to dress out and play. There's like a really deep sense of pride, I think, that comes out from parents.
I think that's almost what that says about y'all as mothers. Because I truly believe that, like, you are who you were raised to be. Like, you are a product of your parents and the things that they instill into you. And I think that both of your daughters being able to do that gracefully, I think that says a lot more about y'all.
Well, thank you. Thank you, because we probably don't take credit for it.
That's the hard part.
And I know your mom, and so I know why you're so great.
Yeah, she does not like taking credit for anything. She likes just do. And so anytime that I can pour a little bit into a mom's cup, y'all are doing
the
amazing.
Mom's cups get empty real quick.
Very quickly, yes.
Yeah, they do. So anyways, I think as you come in, same thing. I've got a sports crazed family, and I'm around parents that are trying to navigate this wild world of whatever college and pro athletics has thrown down our kids' age, way with select sports and the NIL trickling down and just the pressure and kids getting better earlier and developing it could drive a parent crazy.
Getting
truly
hurt quicker too, because they were developing so quickly and throwing so much or doing so much and then getting hurt.
This is I would say a majority of our families that are out there watching are experiencing. So even if it's like your kid just wants to play rec league and they're not real serious about, well, then you're still stuck with all these other crazy parents, or I don't know what you want to call them, but just this environment that we're all trying to navigate through. I think we could talk for days about
pressure cooker, maybe.
Yeah,
is that a good word?
I don't know. I think eventually it's all going to flip on its head and something will change, and you can kind of see a little bit of that now starting to happen a little bit, because I feel like we've kind of reached fever pitch for pressure that we're putting on little kids.
For sure. And I think you stated something so important just in life in general, but the modeling of the people that are raising the kid, right? Whoever that is, whatever the system is, it's so important the way that they feed into these kids, but it also is so important how they're modeling their own hardships, when stress comes, when a disappointment, when something wonderful happens. How are they managing it? How are they, working through hard things when their kid, because sometimes we can kind of start to live vicariously through our own kids, or maybe something didn't quite work out the way we wanted it to, but then our kid has this, crazy ability to do whatever the thing is differently than we were or better than we were. And so all of a sudden we're just like feeding that need, to shine and to feel something, to fill that void even at times. Go for it.
I know I've had that same, I think if every parent was honest, we'd all say we've all felt like that at times.
Yeah, because we know that these little people that we create are products of us, right? Somehow, some way. Or even if, like in my situation, I adopted a child, I mean, she's me made over almost more than some of the other ones, because she is emulating every single thing I do, because she was so hungry for it. She was hungry to see something that looked different than where she was. And so I have to look at that every single time there's a good thing. I'm like, okay, I saw her make it through that. And then when there's a hard thing, I'm like, oh, that looked a little close to home. Like I gotta reevaluate
like,
how
I react that way.
Yeah, I need to reevaluate what I'm doing, because it makes a difference. So in how we act as parents in the stands, yelling things. I have heard crazy things, because we've literally been playing sports for our kids. I mean, I have a 30 and a 28-year-old and a 16 and a 15-year-old.
Oh yeah, you've been in it for a while, girl.
I've been in it forever, right? So it's either little, and now I have grandkids. So I have a 5,
That's
a
crazy.
3.
You don't look old enough to have grandkids.
No,
I will take that.
That's crazy.
No, you don't.
And now they're playing. So.
I had this moment yesterday. We mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, I took a family trip to Missouri, and my brother is from Orlando, Florida, and they were getting on a flight in Arkansas to go back to Orlando. And my son, John, loves these cousins, but we just don't get to see them very often. And my brother was like, well, he can come with us if he wants. We can call the airline. They were flying like a cheaper airline. And we called, they had one seat available. And John looked at me and said, well, we have summer workouts, which those aren't mandatory. They're just like the things that they do throughout the summer. Like, is it okay if I miss it? And I just had this parent moment where it's like, well, I want him to be there because, you don't want him to lose a spot, and you want him to, overachieve and all this. And then I had that luckily the heavier part, this little angel on my shoulder saying like, let him be a kid, let him be a kid. So I was like, it's perfectly fine and you should go. So he's going to be flying unaccompanied home to get, it was like all these decisions I had to make. We bought the ticket 2 hours out and he went. And I was actually kind of proud of that parent decision because part of me was like, oh, but you have summer workouts. But it's like, those aren't, he's 13 years old. He's in middle school. I don't know. You've been there. The expectations of these kids, right?
How about that?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And John.
I
so
think
like
it's so good.
He wouldn't miss without me saying that's okay.
Yeah.
But that's a hard thing as a parent to be like, you're still a kid. Go be a kid.
We have to be able to have times to play hard and times that we work hard.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm going to remember that,
balance,
by the way.
Right? Yeah. Have a balance. It's summertime. They have to have some time off. Their bodies need time. Their muscles need time to heal, from all the strain that they're put under all the time. And then when he comes back mentally, he's going to be in a much better place than if he was on the grind literally all year long like that and never having any time for downtime. That's one thing that my daughter, the oldest one that played hardcore, she played almost every single sport you can imagine, select, and we traveled. Her final year had to be her national year because she was going D1, and we had some of the greatest people in her life. I'll never, ever forget some of the wisdom that we were given from like Kat Osterman and people like that along the way. I know. We have a special place in our heart for her. I turned around.
As does the United States.
She deserves every bit of it. And then she was coached under Ricky Woodard, who's amazing at Texas State, and a whole host of others. But anyways, she, the one thing that she did say later on, right, after she had already stopped playing and she had an injury and things like that, she said, I can remember sometimes just thinking it would just be nice just to stay home, or it would be nice to go hang out with a friend today, or get ready for that dance or something like that, and even though she was a competitor and you would never have known all those years playing, right? But then she also at one point said, I think I would have liked to have gone and played basketball in college. And I was like, oh,
really?
We never paused to hear it. We just kept,
you're just like in the grind.
She played volleyball, basketball, track. I can remember us running in the regional track meet that she had earned a spot for, and literally changing clothes in the car, driving 2 hours to the playoff game where she pitched the game, and we moved on to the next round in state playoffs.
That's a lot on one person.
Yeah. These kids are doing it all.
And it's getting more and more every year. I'm telling you, I've seen the progression. And I'm married to a former professional athlete, so
Right.
actually we should have him in sometime because he's the one that's given me so much perspective. You will never hear him yell a word or yell anything, say anything after a game, never says anything negative, never has talked to a coach, never. That's just, and his perspective is like, I want you to be really smart. I want you to go to college. I want you to go to law school. If sports work out for you, great. And my husband's grandpa was a professional athlete for 20-some, two-time All-Star in Major League Baseball. And Sam was the top draft pick for the Mariners. So like he was like the top 1%, like the percentages, he was that. So he's given me so much perspective. We could go on. We need to do a whole series on trying to parent in this current sporting environment.
I need to take some notes because eventually at some point I'll be there.
Yeah. And like I said, even if your kid just is like, I want to play rec soccer, you're going to deal with some of these things like games on, like nobody even honors weekends anymore. It's like you play select softball and baseball and Sunday morning, forget about it. Like you're playing. I've seen there's been a couple of leagues that have like put out feelers saying
stuff like that even.
Yes, or saying like, hey, if we decide to not play on Sundays, would y'all honor that? Would you whatever? And of course,
I love that.
Everybody's out there just trying to make money.
I grew up with some girls. They played HOT soccer on Saturdays, and then they turned around and did select on Sundays. So they were part of two different teams, and that was just for soccer season. So I can't even imagine what else they were doing because I just did soccer.
You were just like
barely.
I'm just there on HOT for fun.
I was the bench warmer.
No, come on.
No, I absolutely was.
Okay,
I absolutely
we're
was
gonna learn
bench
how to
warmer.
play soccer in this podcast.
The cheerleader. I wanted to hang out though.
Yeah.
I wanted to be there with my friends.
And she's a crazy reader.
Yeah, I was like, woo!
She knows everything about any book. Like, listen, we'll talk sports, and then when she's gonna have a bunch of authors in, I'm gonna let you take over.
Tomorrow.
that's
But tomorrow, starts
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. I know. I saw it
Oh,
in
I
the
don't
email.
hate
I
that
was
at
like,
all.
I know Alyssa's read that
I
book.
just need
I
a
have not.
permanent seat, it sounds like. 'cause
Yeah,
I
you
really
do.
These topics
You do.
are interesting.
You do. Well, we're so glad that you're going to be coming in with us. I think you offer such great perspective, as Alyssa mentioned, here at the studio. Like, no one's too proud to be like, we all have mental health struggles and
absolutely.
things that we need to talk through. And so we appreciate you coming over and helping the station and
You're
and all
welcome.
the many people you help. I know those are not lines we're going to cross about who all, but I mean, I personally know a lot of people that you help as well.
Same.
And it's just,
Thank
yeah,
y'all.
you have a gift. So
Well, it's much appreciated, all your words, and it's something that just burns within my soul, you know.
Yeah,
It's
what's your
something
love
important.
language?
So,
Well,
you know, you
is
can
it
have
words of
more than one, by the
affirmation?
way.
We're trying.
It's yeah. Actually, it's more like back in the day, it was like gifts, but then I discovered that gifts to me mean different things. So it can be, it's not always a physical type gift. It can be the gift of your time if I know that you're
that's nice.
you know, short on time. It's the gift of an act of service if I know that what you were taking time out of your day to do that too for me, you know, things like that. And then those random, you know, I'll have somebody walk in and hand me a coffee.
sometimes it's a gift. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
sometimes it's a gift.
Sometimes you just
Sometimes
want
it's
a
a
gift.
real gift. I mean,
Every woman has some sort of
Yeah.
love language that's like a physical gift.
we
And
could
if
talk
we're lying.
about this at another one too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
honestly.
We say no, we're lying.
I'm like, let me add
How-
it to the list.
How you? Well, I could save that then.
Okay.
I won't go
Okay,
into
please
that.
do. That's a teaser
Okay,
because
yeah.
we're gonna figure this out.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
We
Okay,
can talk all the things.
we're gonna go to break real quick, and then we are gonna talk about the latest royal wedding.
Ooh,
So,
I can't wait for that.
oh yeah, stay tuned. Oh.
Hey, look at that Zoom. Look at that, everybody. Did you know there's a big
okay.
wedding over the weekend?
Yeah,
If you didn't know.
huge. I mean, everybody's talking about it. If you didn't see anything about it, I'm so sorry because you know how many AI generated images I saw?
We both love Taylor
was
Swift.
great.
So, like, the algorithm has me. They're like, okay, she likes Taylor Swift and she loves weddings. And
Oh,
Here you go.
absolutely. I mean, it is probably one of my favorite things ever.
The wedding?
Her getting married.
Or just her
love
getting
it.
married? Just like
Yeah.
the whole love story thing?
Yeah, it's very, very sweet. I'm a big, big fan of it, and I just like.
Are you a fan of Travis Kelce or just a fan that she found love finally?
I didn't know that he. I don't know who he was
Oh, okay.
until.
Really? So you don't. Okay, so back to the sporting thing that we're learning about you. You don't watch
Yeah.
sports.
I do not.
You don't, okay.
I am not the biggest
Okay.
sporty person.
That's okay. That's all right.
So I'm doing my best. I'm learning a little bit every now and then.
But you know what? The NFL is loving females just like you because
Specifically for Taylor Swift.
yeah, right. Taylor Swift. I mean, have you seen all the stories about just how many eyeballs and interest that she's brought to the NFL from women?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I mean, I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but I definitely
my
was like track.
What? Okay, you don't have to be a super big sports fan to like at least want
Yeah.
to tune into the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I
That's
like
okay.
the commercials.
Okay.
Is that? We're going to go ahead
somewhere.
and zoom back in real quick. There we go.
Oh.
Hey, we're back.
We're here.
Had to fix
We're
it.
here.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, Liz, by the way, this is our first day, and we're just working out some kinks.
You know, it's
This is-
going pretty well.
I think so too. But we got a lot of
Probably-
other cameras that are in here that we'll be utilizing.
Yeah,
Just as
probably
soon as we
not as
figure out-
well as like, Taylor Swift's wedding. I think it was gorgeous. We haven't seen a lot from it, which
Okay,
makes me sad.
I'm gonna differ with you on this one, which is okay. I know, I know, and you know I like Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't figure out why the middle of New York City in the hottest time of the year, like the privacy. I mean, yeah, the non-disclosures, dude, those are working because no one's saying anything, or those that are getting
Some people
fired.
are saying some things.
But no photos of her in her dress
Mm-hmm.
have gotten out. But like, she got married like in the countryside and I don't know, somewhere where she's got a home on
Mm-hmm.
the East Coast or something, there would be a lot more, seems like there'd be a lot more privacy. Why do you think she chose Madison Square Garden?
From what I've heard from this story that we're actually about to play is security reasons.
What you've heard from your friends?
What I
over
heard
at
from
CBS National?
my friend, which we'll play for you in just a second, security reasons. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, and then we'll be right back to chat about it.
Okay.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding may be over, but the star-studded celebration left a lasting impression for the lucky 1,000 who got to witness it. Kelce's mom, Donna, offered a hint.
I really can't say a heck of a lot except it was magical, man, magical.
AMC Theater's CEO Adam Aaron was more forthcoming. In a post on X, he described how the couple transformed Madison Square Garden, floors, walls, ceilings, draped in peach and white, large blown-up pictures of Taylor and Travis at each age. Adding, the venue looked like an outdoor garden at a lush countryside retreat. And that Travis was in a white tux and a jaw-dropping Taylor in a stunning white wedding dress with a long veiled train.
It felt very intimate. It didn't feel like Madison Square Garden.
Brian West is the Taylor Swift reporter for USA Today.
Why do you think they chose MSG?
I think they chose Madison Square Garden for two reasons. One, security, so you can completely control who's entering. The other reason they chose it is because of its poetic symbolism. Is there a more iconic venue that marries both the sports and entertainment industry other than Madison Square Garden?
The guest list included Selena Gomez, Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Lopez, Lena Dunham, and Kelce's teammate Patrick Mahomes. According to People, the couple's vows took 20 minutes each, read from golden books.
They cried and they laughed and they danced and they hugged and they kissed.
Sir Paul McCartney and Stevie Nicks, Swift's longtime mentor, performed at the reception, according to multiple media outlets. Singer Maren Morris shared a picture of the embroidered TNT handkerchiefs guests got to take home, complete with a lyric from Swift's hit song, Blank Space. As for Something Blue, the Grammy winner got some help from the Empire State Building. The wedding bells may have just finished ringing, but at least one person is already thinking about what's next.
Taylor and Travis, it's Dolly.
In a video thanking the couple for their recent $2 million donation to her charity, Dolly Parton offered this joke.
Hey, When you have your firstborn, can I have it? Because that is going to be one special baby.
We still haven't seen any official pictures of what the bride or groom wore, but Swift's publicist says they were both dressed by custom Christian Dior with shoes by Christian Louboutin, and Swift completed her look with Cartier jewelry. Who caught the bouquet? That would be Ashley Smith, the sister of Chiefs lineman Trey Smith. She posted these photos on social media. Pretty cool there. Lilia Luciano, CBS News, New York.
They can also hire them. Okay, what'd you think?
I don't know. Okay, peach and white.
Oh, the colors, that's where you're hung up on, yeah.
I'm hung up on the colors, hung up on the flowers.
I think that maybe she took that picture like
handkerchief was
way
so cute.
late in the night because the flowers
After
were
she
kind
was
of
going like
drooping.
this?
Yeah, exactly. Like that's kind of not right for you to have done that, but
Yeah, I just...
handkerchief was super cute.
Yes, there
Love that.
looks like there was some cute little details. I mean, the pictures of them at each age. I did that at my wedding, so I think that's
I
really
love
cool.
that. Yeah, that is.
I mean,
You doing a backflip and all those things?
Yeah, of course I did it. No, I cut my hair and played Nickelback. That's what I did at my wedding.
yeah, I forgot. Oh yes, I can't wait. We're gonna eventually share that story, but yeah.
But yeah, the peach and the white. I think I need to see it because you just say peach and white, and I think of like peaches and cream ice cream, and I'm like, I'm thinking like a neon peach.
Okay, I do have to tell you that I was scrolling on social media late last night. I think it was the night before. What day was the wedding? The wedding was on
Friday.
Friday. Okay, so maybe it was yesterday. Anyways, there is a guy who got his master's degree at Baylor named Porter Ellett. He's they are the sweet. His wife Carly. They're the sweetest people. He coaches for the Chiefs. And he started off as the head coach as just like personal assistant. It's kind of moved his way up and till he became like an assistant coach. And he's the one on the sidelines that warms Patrick Mahomes up every game. He lost his arm in an accident when he was like 8 or 9 years old when he fell out of the back of a truck. I think he was like working sheep or like working some sort of cattle or something at his parents' land. He's not from Texas, but anyways, he's very recognizable, you know, when he's playing catch with Patrick Mahomes or whatever. So he's going into the wedding and his wife was with him too. And she was laughing about the fact that like, it wasn't Rolling Stone, but it was Variety. It was like very big organizations were showing photographs and that was like their main picture. Like celebrities are arriving and it named them, you know? And she was like, well, they obviously knew who we were, but we're not really big celebrities. She thought that was like really cute and funny.
I mean, you were invited to the wedding, man.
I mean, I was like, I
think
know.
that counts.
I actually started thinking about it like a few months ago. I was like, I bet the Elliots are invited to that wedding just because he's like been his coach for a long time. She posted a couple of pictures that I saw the night of the wedding, I think, and it said something like, we only go to ring ceremonies together or something like, you know, cute like that. And I was like, okay, they went to the wedding. You know, you start seeing like people dressed up. I was like, okay, Brad Paisley and his wife, I saw them dressed up and thanking Taylor and Travis for the donation that they got for their, I think they're like Feeding the Hungry, one of the organizations they work with. Didn't they gave out like $24 or $5 million?
They gave a lot of money out, which I thought was very interesting. And then they also said no gifts. So no gifts were brought to the wedding.
What could you, like I have friends that are like, I don't even know what to get them. Like think about if you're Taylor Swift, you know? But anyways, I'm happy for him. I mean, you followed him. I told you, we've talked about Taylor Swift quite a bit. That's one thing that like our generations kind of like cross.
Oh, yeah.
But I missed the majority of like her putting out her good music because I was having babies during that time and I don't even remember life during that time.
So I had, my two older sisters were in high school, I think, when Taylor Swift and Fearless came out. And so that was kind of like our anthem. Like they're from Stephenville and so grew up going to school there. And so they were just in love with it.
So like you never, the country era, which is what I remember before I had kids, and then I skipped that whole generation of her music. And then I just picked it back up within the last 2 or 3 years because my kids like it. And now I love it. I'm like, wow, I missed all this good music. You probably never knew her as a country artist.
Growing up, yeah, I did. I have the CD in my car right now from my 8th birthday. My friend gave me a burned CD of Taylor Swift and Fearless together.
Now we're speaking the same language here.
Yeah.
Burned CD, okay.
So it literally says, Fearless, Taylor Swift, happy 8th birthday, Alyssa, from Brianna. And I'm like, I can never get rid of this.
No, you can't. You don't have anywhere to play it, but...
Oh, my car. My car from 2007.
Your car has a CD player?
My car has a CD player. Yes, it does.
Okay. That's great.
That and my Journey CD right next to each other.
All right.
It like plays 6 of them. Just, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Like the car that you're going to drive from
The car that I have right now.
Please take a video of this so
I've
we
got
can show it tomorrow.
Taylor Swift.
Especially that you can spin 6 of them around.
What's the other one? Britney Spears.
Okay.
Katy Perry, because of course you have to play firework on the 4th of July. Journey, Grease, the movie. I think Tom Petty.
And you can just spin them around.
Well, they're just like, you have 6 in there, and so they're like moving to the next one, moving to the next one.
This type of CD player, I did not remember those type, like we had them at our house, but I don't remember the multiple ones in a car.
Oh yeah, it's fun. Oh, I think I have Ed Sheeran in there too. Well, that's the thing. I'm like, it's a 2007 car. It's almost 20 years old.
Yeah, don't get rid of it.
But I mean, I will cherish that Taylor Swift CD forever.
Yeah,
forever and ever. But
you should. Well, congratulations to the happy couple.
Absolutely. I'm waiting for a Happily Married album. And then I hope everything works out. But if not, let me tell you, I am looking forward to divorce music. She makes some great breakup songs.
We are not even like 3 days post.
I know.
I'm sorry that she just said that.
Imagine how good it would be.
You know everything about it.
It would be
imagine
so
like
good.
This like married bliss, and probably like they're probably gonna have kids. Just it's gonna be really fun to watch her evolve in the next few years.
Absolutely.
Hopefully
but
without a divorce.
If there's a divorce album, I will listen. I'm committed.
You like the
in
music.
sickness
You're
and
really
in
into
health.
the music. Okay, she knows a lot about the different types of music that she's written at different times in her life.
It's a lot.
I can't tell you about that.
There's lots of crazy songs, and they're so good. So I'm excited. I would love to have happy albums for the rest of her life. Some of her best songs are the sad ones. I mean, she wrote one, Marjorie. Have you heard that one?
No.
It's about her grandmother. Don't listen to it here. Go home. Make sure you're alone. It's about her grandmother who passed away.
Okay.
And it makes me cry every time.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to it.
But it's so sweet. Anyway.
Well, we're excited.
I'll cry right now.
I'm sure they're gonna get our congratulations. So congrats to that.
Yeah. We want to make sure that you see this, Travis and Taylor.
Yeah, we know you will. We know you will. We know you're tuning in. But listen, this has been fun. We're going to do this every day and just talk about things that are out happening in Central Texas, also in the world. Have lots of different guests that are on. We appreciate Christy coming over today. We know she's like so busy. She's literally booked all the time.
She like ran in and ran out real quick.
That she's here. So make sure you tune in right now. If you're tuning in, you know how to tune in on the KWTX app, on KWTX.com at the extra link. And we're also going to be posting these shows to YouTube, and we'll have some other platforms. We're in the process of working on all that right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And then coming up later in the day today, Isabella Quintanilla sat down with a lawmaker who worked to make sure that summer camps in Texas are safer with those flood warning sirens. I know we've done a few stories about that. But then for the rest of the day, tell me something good. What's going on today?
Oh, I always have some good news to tell. Today, I'm just talking with the Archway of Hope folks about the big Retro Rockstar event that's coming up. I'm on the board there, so in full disclosure, I'm the vice president of the board, and we're just a few weeks away from our big annual event. We help families that have mostly lost children. So it's just a really amazing organization that we're doing a lot of really good work, but nonprofit world, it's hard to keep them running, you know,
Absolutely.
So gotta have funds to do that.
So Retro Rockstar, what
yeah,
are you,
so
what is
our
that?
party is like it's like 70s, 80s, 90s theme.
Okay.
I'll have to bring some pictures tomorrow.
Is
I've
that
been
what you did for
Dorothy from the
Kiss?
Golden Girls. I've been Kiss. I've dressed up in 90s. Like, and I'm not even really a dress up person. I'm really not. Like Halloween rolls around, I'm like,
I've
ugh.
seen the Kiss picture.
Yeah. I didn't even know. I found out I was being Kiss. Like the group, the 3 other girls that I go with they just decide and tell me. Of course, they gave me Dorothy from the Golden Girls. I'm like, oh, I get to be the frumpiest dresser with the worst hairstyle and a scowl on my face all day and night. It was kind of fun. No one knew who I was.
It was
I didn't have to
different.
like, go out and just talk and be cheery. I just kind of was rude. You know, I was like,
for
in
the
full-
first time
yeah, I
ever.
was like in full Dorothy mode, and it was kind of fun, to be honest. But yeah, you can dress up anything from those themes, 70s, 80s, and 90s.
That's awesome.
But the Rockstar part, we're going to have like 8 different contestants. They're like well-known people from across Central Texas that are going to go up with Brian Brown. Do you know Brian? He's the lead singer of Sloppy Joe Band. They do a ton of entertainment around here. Okay, he's more my age. But they do a ton of
My
entertainment
parents are
around
probably
here.
like, come on, Alyssa, you know who that
Brian
is.
Brown.
What are you
Everybody
doing?
in Central Texas loves Brian. They really do. They love Brian Brown. And he's got the Decades Dance Band, and he's going to have contestants come up, and they're going to be performing. And I know a lot of these people. I mean, some of them can sing, and some of them cannot sing.
Oh, that's so fun.
But it makes it fun, right? I'm like, we don't want professional singers up here. We want somebody that's going to be fun.
Have you sang?
No, I have not.
Hey,
no, I'm not.
maybe next year.
No, I don't know. I like to sing.
If you raise a certain amount of money.
I actually do like to sing, but I don't know. I get nervous, and I'll karaoke till the cows come home with my best friends, like 200 miles away. But I don't know. In Waco, going out there and singing in front of people, I don't know.
People that
I have to tell you one quick story that is actually pretty funny. One time, Gordon Collier and I, he's a singer, and we were at Cattle Barons Ball, and we introduced the singers that are coming out to do the national anthem, and like the color guard's already coming, like the flags are walking in front of us, and we're like, and joining us now on the stages, and we read the name, silence, and we read the name, silence, and the song is starting, and the people in the back said they already left. They were with the opening band, they already left, and Gordon looks at me and was like, I guess it's us. I'm like, you've got, first of all,
is there a video?
I hope not.
That is the worst song.
It's right. If you're going to make me have to
sing something. Great song. Worst song to sing.
So Gordon and I had to perform it. I know all of our friends were there because they bring this up to me all the time because there were some moments in the song. Gordon, I hate to put him on blast, but a couple of the words he got wrong. And I was like, this is a disaster. And this was not what I planned on doing. But like the flags were going and the song was starting and the mics were in front of us and there was no one there. So, yeah, there's my one professional performance.
Is there a video somewhere?
Snipe, Megan Snipes. She was on the front row. I'm sure she has one. She hasn't showed it to me, but... my friends,
if she showed it to you, you'd probably delete it.
Oh, they thought it was hilarious. They really did. And it probably, like, if I could have watched it from the other side, I'm sure
if it was one of your other friends up there. If
it was
you.
like, Gordon and I looking at each other like, what do we do? Like, this is like... what is happening right now?
Just let it play.
And and I don't know. I can't remember if Gordon skipped a verse or like went from like one part straight to the chorus. Whatever, Gordon. If there's video, I'm telling the truth. And anyways, I know he would know it, but we just weren't prepared.
It is the worst song to sing. I think
everyone
it's one
says
of
that.
The worst.
Right? Even people that are very good singers, occasionally you'll hear them sing it.
It's rough. It's a rough song.
It's a beautiful song. But it's very hard to sing.
You got to practice it a lot.
Yeah, we didn't practice.
It's hard to get it right.
We didn't practice. But I'm going to look for that video. I'll ask around I'm sure my wonderful friends would hate to embarrass me.
I'll play it.
If they've got video, they will
I'm
share
just
it,
saying,
trust.
I have the ability to put whatever we want into this show.
Send it to Alyssa. Surprise me.
I'm like, hey, Julie, take a look at this. Dink.
Oh, I hope we do, because it would be funny if we could find it.
We'll look for it. It'd be great.
We'll look for it.
So yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, we're gonna be here every day, 12:45. So definitely come back tomorrow and the next day, and the next day, and the next
every
day,
day,
and the next
Monday
day.
to Friday.
Yeah, not the weekends. Sorry.
We won't be here on the weekends.
Yeah, I'll be home.
But we are glad to be with you, and we're thankful to have this great new spot, and we're gonna have lots of great guests that you're really gonna enjoy. So yeah, make sure you tune in.
Absolutely. Okay. Bye, y'all.